Anyway, welcome back, everybody, and welcome to CCH 360, Consciously Connecting Humanity 360. This is Sifu Lester, and we also have here our other two founding members, Ms. Pam Dye, and we have Mr. Dan Tracy here. And every so often, periodically, we have an opportunity of sharing our platform with other individuals, like-minded individuals. And today we have welcomed a very special guest on our show. Young man is just super fantastic. Um, I know he's getting a little carried away. His beard's bigger than mine, but I love him anyway. Mr. Aaron Nobles is here, also known as the Hitman. And this young man is super powerful. He's a life coach and also has many other accolades that go along with his story. And we're looking forward to jumping in and hearing a little more. This is not his first time here, so we're checking in to see exactly what he has going on in his life and what he has been offering the community. So once again, no further ado, we have Mr. Aaron Nobles. Thank you, brother. How are you today?
I'm good. I appreciate you guys having me on the platform and just having the opportunity to share with your audience. So I really do appreciate you guys, and I thank you. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's been going on, man. Let's catch up. I know you've been very busy. You got a new addition to your family life. You can tune us in on that. Just bring us in tune, man.
Yeah. So I've really been focusing on my personal development coaching. I have a good, solid client base that I help every week. So that's really motivating to know that I'm able to help individuals. And as far as my family addition, I have a son who is ready to be born at the end of this month or pretty much any day now. So I'm looking forward to that. Started a new job at Florida State University. So I just been getting pulled in so many different directions, but it's been a blessing and it's been an honor to be able to function and still, have a home life and a social life because I still train in mixed martial arts, and I'm actually about to start diving more into the coaching aspect of it because my body doesn't really keep up keep up with these younger guys, but I'm gonna start diving into the coaching aspect of it, and I actually want to start a youth boxing program at my church. That's something that I've been very passionate about, and I was trying to get that off of the ground. But I had to slow down with that with the new addition coming, and I have to give that more attention because the boxing program isn't going to go anywhere. But I do want to help the youth build a strong mentality to progress into adulthood, and that's what I feel like that the boxing program is going to do. Not only physical strength, but it's going to build a lot of mental strength. Yeah, definitely. And um I think females need to get into it as well. And just to learn structure and to also have a strong mind going into adulthood and know what they want, know what they need as a young lady and growing into a woman. But yeah, the men need it. The men need it too, as well as the women.
So when you said to have structure, what do you mean in regards to having structure?
Well, structure, I feel like, and some people would agree that men hold structure, like in the household, and when you learn structures things such as like um, putting things in order, and knowing having a sound structural mind, knowing what you want, knowing what you desire, knowing who you are on the inside, helps you make better decisions and better choices going into life.
What's fundamental to you and your teaching?
I feel like that you have to teach the mentality. You have to train the mentality as you train the body. And just the foundation is teaching people to put in the hard work and see the fruits of their labor. And that builds confidence, that builds understanding, and that builds individuals up not to be quitters, not to feel like that they deserve anything. I mean, because unfortunately, the youth today feel like they deserve everything. They feel like they need to get everything, and nothing, everything should be given to them. The church that I go to actually has a gym attached to it, and we have a ministry, a recreational ministry. So I was trying to do it through them. The gym that I train at, the owner of the gym, he knows my situation as far as having a child. So I told him I wasn't going to be in the gym for a while. But he also wants me to start a class there when we get some more people. And that's Zekro Academy, Zekro Alliance Academy in Tallahassee. It's a jujitsu school, but they have jujitsu, kickboxing, and MMA. So, I'm ready. And it's Florida. I'm in Florida. Like, we could be outside in the park. So it's always nice. We don't really need a actual building, but it would be nice to have a building with some equipment and things like that. I have an amateur background in boxing, kickboxing, MMA. I hold 2 belts in MMA for light heavyweight, and I boxed, jiu-jitsu. I did an extensive amount of jiu-jitsu tournaments and karate tournaments as well. So I have and I've been doing karate since I was 5. So I have an extensive knowledge and background in martial arts. Martial arts helped me save my life. I had anger issues. I had anxiety issues. And I think my background in martial arts really helped ground me and helped me control myself a lot more. And it helped me, honestly, with situational awareness, understanding people's body language, understanding people's facial expressions, and just being able to get out of situations before it even becomes a situation.
For someone who does not really understand what life coaching is, or your style or technique of life coaching, how do you explain to a person who doesn't really know what it is, what type of services you provide?
The way that I kind of answer the question is, let's sit down and have a Zoom conversation. Because that's normally where I do all of my coaching, because I coach people that's still up in Philadelphia. I can coach people that's across the United States. So it's just easier to do it over Zoom. But to answer the question, life coaching is just coaching people through life. I give people the tools to overcome whatever obstacles they're encountering. And I prefer to help people with things that I had to overcome myself, such as I mentioned before, anxiety, fears, depression, anger, things like that. Not having a solid identity of who I am. Those are things that I had to overcome in my life. And those are things that I feel like that I can really help people with. And so life coaching is just me giving you the tools to help you overcome the things that you're encountering in life. But the way that I do that is very unique, and it depends on the person, and it depends on what their issue is. So that's why I actually give 2 hours of free coaching. So I set up Zoom calls, and we sit down for an hour at a time, and we just have a normal conversation. And through normal conversations, you start to see patterns and see what the person is coming against, see where the person is getting stuck, and then you just offer tools. So life coaching only works if the person that's being coached actually puts in the work to overcome the problem that they have. Is just as to which tools they would use, but again, breathing techniques, meditation, journaling. Actually, a lot of people don't know how to have conversations, so I've been coaching a lot of people on having crucial conversations.
Was there a life event or a mentor that set you on this path?
Man, it's been so many. I mean, I could say my dad, but I would say my oldest son really inspired me to push forward and push through a lot of things. Quick story with him: when he was 3, we found out he had stage 3 cancer. So he had surgery. He had to go through chemo for a year and radiation. And he overcame all of that. Just seeing his willpower and him not even knowing that he has the type of willpower that he has, inspired me to really look into myself, because you can't really help other individuals until you've overcame something yourself. That's why I only really help people with things that I've overcame. Um, but just realizing that life is so much more than, you know, getting stressed out about bills and worried about, you know, if you missed a show and you got a DVR and things like that. Like, you know, watching my son fight for his life each and every day, going through chemo and things like that was really inspirational. And I mean, yeah, I got in the ring in the cage to fight, but that was something I did on my own. That was something that I put myself in. You know, he didn't put himself in that situation. So he's been very inspirational to me, even when I feel like, you know, I want to quit, because they're like, wow, you know, I wish I could do that. And it's like, oh, well, you can do that. And you teach them, whether it's football, basketball, no matter what sport it is, you teach them those skills. But while teaching those skills, you implant the foundation of mental toughness, confidence, and identity that they can really gravitate to. Learning to control my anger and learning every battle isn't fought through fist, um, and understanding who you are, and words don't really mean anything, especially when you have the ability to really defend yourself if you need to. But I say that to say, I think every road that we go down, we're meant to go down. It's just whether you learn a lesson when you go down that road or not. Because some people who are stuck in cycles never learn their lesson. So that's why they're stuck in a cycle. We go through lessons in life, and sometimes we just don't learn the lesson. So I